It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses blown away. Kandid Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have me sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Kandid Kisses TV. With my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
Yo, what's up? It's Bruh Man from the 5th floor. In the ATL, chilling with Kandid Kisses TV.
What's up, y'all? You're watching Kandid Kisses TV. With my homegirl, Michelle.
Hello there. Have you asked yourself what you're missing? I have. It's Kandid Kisses TV.
It is another episode of Kandid Kisses TV, and I'm always bringing you the dopest talents. Anybody that's doing something in the community and that's doing anything, I gotta bring them to you. So I am introducing one of the comedians of Atlanta, and he's also a producer, a writer, actor. He has a plethora of things that he does.
And an amateur tattoo artist, don't forget that.
Let me find out. You tatted up?
I'm messing people up every day.
You know what? Introducing Fredo Davis.
Thank you. Thank you.
So go ahead and tell them your Instagram and your social media and how they can get in contact with you first.
At Comedian Fredo Davis, Instagram, and Comedian Fredo Davis on Facebook. Fredo Davis Comedian on Facebook. You know, Facebook was doing that name thing, making people use their real name.
You mad about it?
The Davis ain't. Nah, I'm cool. See, shout out to Pete Diddy. He said, every 10 years you want to reinvent yourself. And I've been in this game for over 10 years. So, you know what I'm saying? I ran with a nickname when I first started out because I always used to catch the audience attention. Food Stamp. Ron Smith took me, wanted to take me across the water, you know, all out of the country and jump with the name Food Stamp, but I didn't go that day or something.
Now, why did you just did that name just because it was this?
Food Stamp?
Yeah.
I'm hood and I'm good everywhere I go. That's how I was.
You know what?
I was tickling bellies everywhere.
All right, well, speaking of that, when did you know that you were funny?
At a very young age, I grew up in it's docile, you know, is that good?
No, I mean.
But anyway, I had I don't know, kind of like, you know, rough childhood, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in Chesapeake and Norfolk, Lakeland Apartments in Norfolk with my cousins Donnie and Daniel and Chris and them. Shout out to Lakeland off the Military Highway. It's now all high-end condos, you know, that's what they do to the hood. But in Chesapeake out, Southern Terrace, hanging out Financial Park, Pleasant Park and all of that, you know what I'm saying? You develop a sense of humor when you're growing up kind of poor. You ain't realize you wore the same pair of shoes the whole school year, you know what I'm saying? And your clothes was really dusty until you look back at them old pictures and see holes in your shoes and your jeans worn out at the knees, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was in a nutshell to make me funny, you know what I'm saying? Pressure makes diamonds. I was one of those.
So who was the one that made, like, you just knew you had the natural gift, but who was the one that said, okay, you can go ahead and get up there and get on stage because you killed it?
My cousin Donnie. I was watching an old tape, VHS tape, and he was like, you don't take nothing serious. He was like, you always joking. You're a little comedian. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul. He died when he was young. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace, Donnie. Wingfield. Know of you.
So what was your first time on stage like?
First time on stage was lovely for me. I was just young. I had, you know, balls enough to do it. I want to thank Tyler Craig for giving me an encouragement and the confidence to keep doing it. Rest in peace to Tyler Craig, too. One of my guardian angels in comedy. I was a young kid coming down here from Virginia to Georgia to go to college, and I was humping furniture at the time, you know, working to pay my rent and keep the lights on. And we stopped in this one stop before I went to the crib, and that was Redan Sports Bar, Jay's place. Not Jay's, it was Redan Sports Bar. But I wanted to do comedy. I saw it. I've been doing comedy ever since that day. I gotta go look at the VHS tape to see the year. But I've been doing it ever since. Like, it ain't been no week.
No, you've been around the comedy game for a minute, because I remember, like, I've always been around comedy, but it'd be everywhere. Like, it'd be a random spot. Like, I knew your name before I met you, just because you just be everywhere doing comedy. Like, it could be a damn restaurant. It'd be like, yeah, food stamp coming to the table. Like, what? We doing comedy here?
JR Crickets, buffets. I done did everything on Riverdale. Damn near everything on the east side. Well, I done been around this joint, so you know what I'm saying. I love it. I love, you know, because like you could do stuff in Atlanta, down in the city, and people on the south side never know you.
You ain't listen. I had to get out of the south side, but that's a lot of us. People that I know people from everywhere. The only reason I know people about Redan too, because I don't went to Dano every high school. I went to Redan High School. I went to Sandy Creek. I went to a lot of places, and that's the one thing that they say about the South Side. People like, y'all don't like to leave the South Side. I'm like, for what?
It's very wealthy over there, you know. Holyfield used to have a house over here. He got evicted. Now Rick Ross got it, and Rick Ross enterprising and paying for it like it ain't nothing. It pays to be a smart black businessman, almighty black dollar.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Rick Ross right down the street. I'm going to go past there and blow the horn. Because if I go through the gate, the security going to shoot me. But that's another story.
Oh, them security don't play.
Yeah, they ain't
pull up there if you want
to. You got to protect that nigga. They shoot movies. And they shot Coming to America too in his house. Shout out to Nav Green.
Yeah, and I saw Nav was in there. I was going to be makeup artist, like do makeup or whatever. Long story short, you got to be union first night. So nonetheless, even though I didn't get a chance to touch your face, my makeup was there though. The key makeup artist, she was like, yeah, send me some products. So if your kissable lips is on there somewhere, it wasn't me, but my makeup in that thing though.
You've been styling for a minute, and that's a good look too for like you know what I'm saying, that movie thing, because like your joints stand out, and you was coming over there with Wanda Smith shining, lips all glistening. And
you still shining
every
up in
Friday.
here.
I see it, but it was sparkly. Like Wanda's shit was like done up, like sparkly.
You don't see the spark right now?
Oh, okay.
Come on now.
Look, you know what I'm saying? I was in, you know, production mode and shit, you know. So I ain't even look, you know what I'm saying? But I see you done made a very profitable business out here.
Well, I've been in the game about 16 years. This ain't new. It's just a lot of people are just now getting on board.
And Kiss,
We've been doing this for some years.
You bring an ugly woman back.
You know what? You ain't right. Don't do that. I enhance what they already have. That's what I do.
Yeah. Now they pretty ugly.
I'm done. Okay. Alright.
What we doing? Let's go. I will go ready for this.
Now listen, now I know we were talking the other day, and we were talking about how you were into the writing. So that was one thing I always touch on, because with comedians, a lot of people don't realize that they're writers. And I didn't realize that until I kind of saw the behind the scenes, that they're not just going up there cracking jokes. They actually put material together. When did you know that you were a good writer?
When I started writing, like helping people with movies and skits and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Lending a hand. And then you really know you're a good writer when you're young in the game and the vets was taking your shit going on stage with it.
Now,
that's
how
when
do
you
you deal
find
with
out
that?
you're I write faster. You know what I'm saying? If they take it, I'm going to tweak it because there's more meat on the bone. Some people think from one little perspective, then you got people that think from like 2-3 different perspectives. That's how I got into writing scripts and character writing. Shout out to Sherman Golden for turning me on to Screenplay. That's how I learned how to start. Not Screenplay. The Screenplay was the book that I read to learn how to write the scripts and all that. Dave Chappelle, the one when I met him at the Punchline off of Roswell Road, he sat down. We talked for like 2 hours. He told me, go get the book Screenplay by Sid Fields. That's for any of you brothers that want to be writers and film directors and stuff. Start writing your scripts now, because procrastination is the only thing gonna kill you when it comes to writing. You know, I'll write it later or nothing. That good thought is gone. Yeah. So you got to write it down right then and there. At least email, text it to yourself or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how you create and build. That's how I wrote Skits 1. Skits 2, created 3D Comedy Way, ATL Comedy Mix. I also wrote and directed acted, and me and Gabriel Hart on That Boy's Funny, which is Rolling Powell, Lil Duval DVD. You can get that anywhere on the internet right now. That was our first big nationwide distribution deal for producing and doing what we're doing, because we started off with South Harrison in a 2-bedroom apartment. Shout out to Black Trump DJs, Impact, Michael Nicholson, my boy Knots, you know what I'm saying? They was the producers and making music, and I got an ear from always listening to what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So they laced my soundtrack. Gabe laced the soundtrack with for Skits 1 and all that stuff. So like, it was just like a snowball effect. Once I started writing and stuff like that, and I started creating, those was my everyday thoughts. So I had to put them down because they would cloud my brain. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Now,
great thoughts.
Speaking of the writing, you didn't start with screenplays. What did you start with? Did you start with like rapping or anything else, or
I
you
can't
just
rap.
always just?
I can act rap, but I don't rap. Like, I think those dudes are geniuses that can put them words together like that and make them rhyme and flow and ride a beat. Like, that's some difficult stuff. Like, the other day I was cutting a commercial and like I could produce, edit and stuff like that, but like as far as putting like vocals and stuff together, like you got to really be, you got to have an ear for that type of stuff. Like those producers that be making
you can
beats.
write all these like dope skits
That's
and ideas.
different.
You can't
Editing and like.
Well, no, not editing, but just writing in general.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
can
you
write.
sat down there long enough, you don't think you can come up with a dope flow?
I need guys that do that. Like
Okay.
we did actually did it right around. Shout out to my partner Ron the Don. He's the one that know how to punch up all that stuff. Like Ice Cube was the Easy E.
Yeah.
You know, Ron the Don was good like that because he used to rhyme and stuff. I didn't rhyme. All I do was, I can act like I told you. If you go check out our DVD that my boy Elijah did. I mean, our video on YouTube right now. What's that? God dang it. What's the name of that video? Straight Out of Cognac. Me, Ron and Don, and Mississippi Boy was doing it. My mind racing right now. I want to make sure we get everything out. But go check that video out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jamal Carlos that taught me the loopholes of the business and about getting your LLCs and all of that and incorporating your stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Business can go where it's supposed to go.
Listen, that's the first thing I need to do. A lot of times when people get in the entertainment industry, they forget the business part. Business is first, then you do all the other fun junk.
That's why it's called show business, baby. If you ain't a good businessman, I guarantee you, like, you're going to feel it later on in your career. A lot of people, when they don't handle their business, they get depressed, get frustrated. And, like, as comedians, like, you get hot, you get funny, so you don't have to work a regular job. You just focus on comedy. But if you ain't on top of your comedy business, then you got to go back into that workforce and feel like people know you, but nobody don't really know you because it's so many years later. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay on top of your business. And like me, I work many different jumps. You know what I'm saying? The camera, editing, commercials for people. I help with other film cats. You know what I'm saying? I stay busy.
So when you going to do your seminar?
What seminar? I mean, they getting it now.
Knowledge is supposed to be shared. Now, of course, you charge for your seminar, but you
We'll do it
share
on
stuff
YouTube
like that.
and Facebook, all that good stuff. We'll do it.
So, but yeah, you gotta you editing, you producing, you doing all that stuff. So, at the bottom line is you need to be sharing that information. You ain't the only one that want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come to my class, then I'll teach you.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and put it out there. Get you a seminar. I charge X amount of dollars for this class. Pull up.
Yeah, and I just want to tell a lot of people, a lot of this stuff depends on you. At the end of the day, is the power of you, because your persistence and drive and determination gonna get you where you got to go, and whatever you want and foresee, you can go achieve. But if you don't foresee nothing and then your vision always clouded, then get over there with the rest of the bums.
This is true. Well, let's get it back into it. So, if you wrote a movie today, what kind of movie would it be? What type of character would you play, and what role would you give me?
I'll do a gangster comedy. You know what I'm saying? I like the stupid, like, next day air. Like, I really like that. You know what I'm saying? Serious actors, comedy actors, and all that. I like that type of movie. You know what I'm saying? My gangster comedy, because like what I come from, everybody ain't good hustlers. So you need to see that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would put all of that together. So it would be like a gangster comedy. You could be one of the girlfriends in the joint, with your kissable lips all throughout the whole movie. So
Product placement all day. Come on.
Yeah. So if you want to be one of the girlfriends in there, and like me, I'm just I'm a funny comedy gangster. So,
What's your favorite comedy, or what? Not even comedy. What is your favorite dramedy?
My favorite dramedy is what is it? What's that drink called? I did a dramedy. Something about jokes. I forget about it. I did so many jokes, and I did independent movies straight for YouTube. Me and my boy Smoke Chris Jones started off. Was in God dang it, I can't think of the name of that joint. It's gonna come later, but it's on YouTube too.
Okay.
I think it's.
Wait a minute, was it?
Ain't no joke. Something.
No, what's a classic that people don't even be tripping on, but I think it's hilarious to me is Who Made the Potato Salad?
Who made the potato salad with Red Grant?
It's so funny.
Red Grant was independent. He had a situation over at BET where BET was giving cats camera crews, and you run out and go produce. Shout out to Zoo Man Miller. You know what I'm saying? I was running with a lot of people over there, like BET, MTV, when they was because they wanted content for TV to keep stuff going.
Yeah.
So whoever had a hot idea, a hot show concept, they was getting you a situation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Major Height. He was one of the ones got a situation over at BT and the New Millennium, all that. You know what I'm saying? The Major Hype show and all that.
Well, that's what's up. All right, now what is something that you valuable that you learned throughout this quarantine time?
I got back to me. Okay. I never was one to really sit home. Like every day I be out doing something. Every side of town out here. And I'm like the dude, I'll go to 2-3 clubs in one night. You know what I'm saying? Not the clubs, just the party, but the network. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, comedy clubs, after I work, I'll play. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we doing stand-up. You know what I'm saying? And like now, a lot of new clubs, a lot of new comedians opening up spots. All of them don't know about handling their business. You know what I'm saying? When a comedian come in, you're supposed to have a certain price point that you start at, so you could book other comedians and get the top-notch headliners to come through. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had with Miss Karen over there at Douglas on Memorial Drive. You know what I'm saying? I want people to handle their business. Like, you got to count asses in the seats and the seats in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game. A lot of people miss that whole number shit.
I've been learning, like, just being behind the scenes, a lot of stuff. I had a friend of mine, I mean, still friends, I Exist Promotions. And I was just seeing certain stuff that she would do, and it was like, dang, that's how the comedy people do it. It's like, you know, you have to have your own personal clicker, make sure they ain't stealing money, and it's like,
I did all of that stuff, and I had to fuck a lot of people up. Like, I don't play when it comes to numbers because it's stressful already. I got to count all these heads in here, and I got to go on stage and do a good show when I'm worried about my money, and then walking away, not counting the door. Somebody gonna steal regardless because you're getting a lot of money. But long as the bag add up at the end of the night, fuck that little bit of money.
As long as I get what I asked for, good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't watch everybody. That's one thing I can say. Being on top, and sometimes they don't pay. If they need that little petty shit, let them have it. Go be great like you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've been banned. If you don't know, like my career, I fight and stand on what I believe in. So it's better than doing gunplay and hitting people with pistols and shit. So like that's why I have been playing on every side. I forgot
because you got in a fight about something a while back.
It was a dude came to the stage and said we're gonna kill me.
Oh wow!
And the key thing for me was what locked in my head: if he get outside to his car, he gonna get his gun and then he gonna kill me because I don't run and like. But the thing is, we're in this club. There's a big door back there that's locked. You probably don't know which door to run out of. So I just hit his ass with a bar stool. Take that with you.
I was like, wait a minute now, because I was like, for a minute, everybody was talking. I was like, dang, what do you do?
I get the threats. Like I was joning.
Yeah.
So that kind of like, you know how you talk about people, some people can't take that and they take it personal. So I stopped doing it. You don't come to a
comedy club if you can't take that.
I stopped doing that to people. I don't even want to join with you. I look you in your eyes, but I won't say it. Like now, I do that. But if I'm at a show and I'm doing my thing and you bother me, then I'm gonna ruin your night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you want people to have a good show and have fun, but part of comedy is the roast. So it's like if you can't handle it, don't sit on the front row. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't ruin the show. You should be fine.
You made that brought that to my attention. The other DVD I had, ATL Street Snaps, was really big in the streets out here of Atlanta, where I put a whole bunch of comedians that could join on a DVD, and I made it like a mixed DVD, and I gave everybody their own personal spotlight on ATL Street Snaps. I was going to drop part 2, but I was going through other stuff, and I got pulled in a whole bunch of different directions. And I thank God I was in a lot of good productions and stuff. Shout out to Glenn Miller, Cheeks. He put me in my first movie. My man Lightfoot, Stanford Lightfoot, awesome talent.
I know
yeah, great dude. I love that
hilarious.
Tour, opened up Wolf Creek, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Came up with our brothers like Double D and all of them. Lil Q, Mark Henderson. Sorry about that, brother. You know, everybody using their real name now. You know, but those are my brothers. You know, K-Dub, like we just saw him in the club last night, VIP, drinking some of the finest liquors. You know, I remember he didn't drink, so shout out to K-Dub.
Now, okay, speaking of that, if you had to get a group of roasters together to do a show, let's say your top 3, who would you put on your team?
Tyler Craig, Big Horn, and me.
Okay.
I'm always in my top.
Well, you supposed to be.
Because a lot of niggas count themselves out. They be like, who's your favorite comedian? You got to love yourself too. A lot of people count themselves out. I ain't counting myself out. Fuck that. I love Richard Pryor, Lenny Bruce, Red Fox, Dick Gregory, Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps. He one of my favorites too. DC Curry, Zooman Miller. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the young cats doing their thing too. I'm a big fan of, doing their thing. Let's get it. I ain't tripping. I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bighorn Apparel. That's what it is. Thin line between love and hate. A lot of people see me wearing this on tour and stuff when I'm out there with Major Hype. They don't know what it is. They thought when they first read it, they think it say "fuck you," but it don't.
I see it now because like at first from this angle you can see that's pretty dope.
Yeah, but it's a thin line between love and hate. You know what I'm saying? Big like Apparel. I appreciate my brother. I like designers that's coming up because we was big with FUBU on video shoots back in the days when they used to come and give out stuff for free. And FUBU and the black dude
Carcanine.
Yep. Yeah, and he came back. He had a nice design, but fashion changed up so much. You know what I'm saying? And
I bet you won't bring cross colors back.
No, I won't rock that. And me and Chris Adolph Jones used to model for 8732, which was Jeezy clothing line made for dope boys and hustlers. Well, I ain't gonna say. Well, yes, it was.
Yeah.
USDA.
Bottom line is
United States Dope Boys of America. Man, salute. You know what I'm saying? You fucking genius. Anybody who had them clothes know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? 8732. It was made for real hustlers. You know what I'm saying?
It had little compartments that y'all can stash.
Fuck yeah, stash backs on the joint. Yeah, on them jeans.
I ain't mad. Hey, you supply the demand and the need. So.
That's right. So
let's get back into the question, sir.
Let's give it to him.
Who is your favorite rapper and singer and why?
Just one?
Yeah, just top
singer? I'm gonna say Anthony Hamilton because his music grabbed me and like whatever I'm going through, like Anthony be there. It's like when you meet a beautiful woman, he's like, amen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when you hear that song, amen, I bump that. You know what I'm saying? I like to wake up to stuff like that. And when I got dunked by a little heartless young lady, bow-legged, jump, fine, crazy, pretty brown skin, all
Why
this.
She gotta be heartless?
Huh? Because she was. She was like, well, when I got dunked by, I was listening to the Anthony Hamilton, Coming Where I'm Coming From. Where I'm Coming From album.
That whole CD is on.
But Charlene, those songs stuck out to me. That shit was crazy. Like, that song, like, you could still sit in the car and cry. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it makes
It's
you
okay
do.
to cry as a man if your heart broke. You know what I'm saying? You got to bounce back. Get that shit out your system.
Now, at least you do that because one of my
Yeah,
homeboys,
yeah.
and it was one thing that he said that I'll never forget. He said, men don't heal they hoe. And I believe that's wholeheartedly true.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You the worst magician in the world.
You can't hoe into a husband either. So, I mean.
You can't. I mean, a hoe gonna be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? In the streets are for you hoes. You know what I'm saying?
So, no, who is your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper is a lot of them, but just to name a few, that's dropping knowledge like that I'm listening to right now. I'm gonna say it all in one whop. If you want me to say one, I couldn't because I'm listening to like several.
Okay.
Davies, Nas, Jeezy, and Benny the Butcher. Shout out to Griselda Records. Them boys over there doing their thing. West Side Gun and Conway. Like Conway is a hot rapper too. I've been watching a lot of his interviews. Shout out to Nori and Drink Champs. I love what the fuck
I
he's
do
doing.
love his show.
The podcast,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I got a podcast too, Cognac Boys. But I just love the level of where it's going. That's production. If you ever seen it from the beginning, and where people start, they start like this. And then it'd be 3-4 cameramen in there, and it'd be a sound man, some dude in the back
With
like
the boom
this
mic,
for like 2-3 hours, and you start seeing this shit.
He's like, I was supposed to see the boom mic in the shot. He was tired. Look, chill out.
That's some real production. You know what I'm saying? $1 million worth of game, Gilly the Kid. Wallow, I love those words of encouragement. You telling these young brothers it's okay to have a job. It's okay to work. It's okay to pull your pants up on your ass. It's okay not to hustle. It's okay to be a regular schmegular dude. It's okay never to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like that, Wallow, I repost it and share it because these young brothers out here that's coming up think it's a bad thing to never have a police record or never smoke weed or never drink. Nah, it's okay. To never do none of them things. You ain't missing nothing.
Why live hard when you don't have to?
Yeah, they don't want, and then you got these rich privileged kids that want to be from the hood. The hood, if, like Tretch said, if you ain't from the ghetto, stay the fuck out the ghetto. Why you over there playing for? Ain't nothing but trouble and depression over there waiting for your ass, and you gonna get it. I promise you.
Now, during this quarantine time, music has been a big thing. So, with all the verses going around, one that you haven't seen, who would you want to be in a versus battle?
The verses that I like, I mean, I really like the Jeezy and Gucci.
Okay.
That was big, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you had two enemies that came together like 20 years later.
So if you had to pick the next verses, who would you want to be?
The next verses, I don't know, Bobby Womack and Teddy P.
What? And let's pick something. You know what? You know which one I didn't want to see, but I watched it just to see?
What, Patti LaBelle?
Patty and listen.
Dionne Warwick?
No, it was Patty and Gladys.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason, because I thought it was I get why they did it, because it was the same, you know, they came up at the same time. But I'm like, Patty definitely got more hits. I only know 3 Gladys songs. Like, what's the point of this?
Swiss Beats started that versus joint. I remember during the pandemic. Shout out to Swiss Beats, you fucking genius.
That man.
Music.
You know
beats,
who I want to
man.
see? I want to see Silk and Drew Hill.
Silk and Drew Hill. Silk just performed the other night at Monticello's. They do an R&B Saturday out there. It was beautiful and it was packed. I think Jagged Edge coming up next out there.
Oh, dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they paying these artists, you know, they come through and they doing a little show. Like, they really keeping people's mind off this pandemic that we going through. So Monticello's on Saturday. Comedy with Cassius Creflo, Off the Chain, and then they do a little R&B jump. Because it's like 3 clubs in one, a cigar bar, a big performance hall, and then a comedy show.
Yeah, Janet was telling me about it. I haven't been, but she told me it's pretty dope.
Yeah, go and stop through there, man. Come enjoy yourself. Bless up yourself. Treat yourself to something nice, man.
Yeah, it's far, ain't it?
What?
Monticello is probably way on the north side somewhere, ain't it?
It's off Windy Hill. You know, about
See,
15,
and
20 minute ride.
that's why I ain't been.
You straight interstate. When you get on the interstate, you're going to ride, put on your Anthony Hamilton CD, whoever you ride to, and going to ride out.
Okay, I'm going to have to drive somebody else's car. I ain't got the kind of gas. All right, what are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer or entrepreneur?
Stay focused on your goals and where you headed. You know what I'm saying? Your gift and dreams are different than everybody else's. Everybody you encounter, everybody think we got the same path. So it creates jealousy. Like when some of the brothers won't help each other or give you no knowledge for you to advance to the next level, they'll sit there and watch you scramble and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't have the same path. You know what I'm saying? If you're persistent and focused on where you want to go in life, you're going to get to where you got to go. And you'll just start to pass people up. And I've seen that in a lot of people's comedy career, because I do a lot from production to the video editing and the shooting and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to see a lot in the game. You see a lot of people come, you see a lot of people go. Like I did a post on Instagram the other day. I looked at an old picture, me, Duval, Big Sean, Skull Bubble, Double D, Nard Host, and I don't want to forget nobody. Clay from Grand Hustle. We was all in this picture, and like, you know, out of the picture, a couple of Carlos Miller also was in there. Big up to him, 85 South, his podcast too. But I was looking at the picture and I seen like where some brothers went and got rich from being focused, and you know they kept auditioning and going, and you get the auditions, then one door open opportunity and it gets on a bigger platform. Cats that had TV shows. We lost 2 brothers, like, you know what I'm saying, Skol and Tyler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Nard host over at the new comedy club, you know, Double D doing, he got married, got 2 beautiful daughters, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing stand-up, you know. That picture just blew my mind, you know what I mean, to see so much, not saying nobody in the picture failed, but it just took me to a point like, yo, this is crazy. Like, life ain't to be taken for granted, and sometimes it just seems like you could plan today, but it might not be no tomorrow.
You ain't lying. And your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
That's what people don't forget. Like, you know, you can sit there and be like, oh, I want to be famous. But if you ain't communicating and reaching out to the right people, you wasting your time.
I done sat around. I done been around a lot of cats that's getting it. Like, I'm talking about, I got millionaire friends now. I'm talking about like on every side, from the east side, north side. And I'm talking about just off of business, like record labels and successful record labels. You know what I'm saying? TV shows, entertainment. And it's like, if you're in the room with them, I was like, I got to be next. It's like, it's no way.
And that's why you talk to everybody. That's what, like, one thing I've always been told, don't count anybody. I talk to everybody, out from the janitor to the person that's wiping it. Because, you know, that's what they're doing now. That don't mean that's what they're doing tomorrow.
Yeah. I remember when we used to go on them comedy show sets like BET, and some of the comedians had egos and superstars, and they treated the little PA people who were running around like shit. Well, go get me some coffee, and then next thing you know, they run in the network, and then
Thank you.
Guess who ain't on their show?
He's like, why did they fire
Mr.
me? Oh, that was the one that kept telling him to get a coffee.
Yeah, you don't treat people like shit. And like me, I ain't no yes man, and I ain't good at being that. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I'm a nigga. If I had to be a yes man, I'm gonna be like Pinky, that nigga that was driving Pinky around. Boy, you been in corners like that, man. Fuck that cheap ass suit. I'm one of them niggas. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's it. Now on Kandid Kisses, we like to keep it fun, so we got a couple of segments. The next one is Kiss or Diss. It's celebrity crushes. I'm gonna throw out some celebrity names. You're gonna decide who you kissing and who you dissing. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Regina King or Jade Nova. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Regina King. I know Regina King. I've been a big fan of her since all her movies.
Okay.
I like Regina King, and I love your voice on Boondocks, baby. You awesome.
Now, if rumor on the street is she supposed to be one of our cousins' third removal. I ain't seen her at the family reunion, but if she is, hey.
All you gotta do is call her up. She probably live in LA. You know what I'm saying? I love her style. Her grind too.
All right. Queen Latifah or the Brat. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Who?
Queen Latifah or the Brat. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
I fought with the Brat. The Brat got a banging body outside of them bag ass clothes she was wearing. I saw her in the magazine. I was like, damn, the Brat fine. But I know she like the same thing I like, so.
You know what?
Damn, both of them like the same thing I like. Shit, I'm out of luck on that one. Who I'm kissing, both of them.
I didn't say you were doing nothing but kissing. You ain't had to do nothing else.
Shit, I had to think about it. I done watch these motherfuckers' careers and shit. These successful entrepreneurs.
All right, last one. Tracy Chapman or Whoopi Goldberg. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Tracy Chapman or Whoopi Goldberg. Well, my old lady I'm dating now during the quarantine looked just like Tracy Chapman. So she looked better with the mask on. So
you know what?
Whoopi Goldberg. I'd rather lick her ashtray, but
you know what? You gotta pick one though.
I'm gonna take a brick wall on this.
You
I kiss a brick wall.
No, you gotta pick one or the other. I ain't say where you got to kiss them. You could be a cheek, you know.
Yeah, okay, I kiss Whoopi on the cheek.
All right.
Whoopi getting to that money. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be ugly, but when you got money, hey, that's second job.
Money change some things.
Need anything else? Can I get that for you?
You gonna hit it when it comes to America, whatever you like.
Get to them ugly books.
All right, so our next segment is our D.A.Q. That stands for Dumbass Questions. Just random questions I want answers to. All right, if you can make up a word that would be included in the dictionary, what would the word be and what would be its definition?
Make up a word. I say a lot of big words sometimes. I don't know the meaning to. You know what I'm saying? But a big word. Damn, you gonna brainstorm.
I didn't say it'd be a big word. I said just make up a word.
Make up a word.
But you gotta tell me what the definition is.
A definition for a word. Shit, what word could I say? Sheesh. Damn. It's gonna come to me too, because I think I wrote down the word the other day, and only I could make a definition for a word like that. Damn, you stumped me.
That really stuck you.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I was still thinking about my movie too, so it's like I'm having brain farts. Go to the next question. We'll come back to that. Make up a word.
What is the worst name you can give a doctor's office?
These are some dumbass questions.
Told you.
Worst name? The Chop Shop.
All right.
Get your abortions here.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's why it's called the Chop Shop.
Okay. All right. For $30,000, would you eat 15 chocolate-covered grasshoppers mixed with cow tongue and East Side Stomp all the way from Camp Creek Parkway to Edgewood Avenue?
East Side Stomp. I rock with them. Those dudes who started that, Young Bloods. We ended up on a tour date together, man. Them dudes is cool. Legends, man.
So you would do it?
What, East Side Stomp too from Camp
But no.
Creek,
That before you do that, you got to eat 15 chocolate-covered grasshoppers mixed with cow tongue.
I didn't ate worse, but...
Okay. Like, let me go and get that money then.
I want to give you a word for what's the name, but I can't think of no words right now.
All right. If you can make the stupidest trap song ever, what would the title of the song be?
Skirt! Hold that. No, that's shit I just put on. Goddamn.
Might as well. That's how they sound these days.
Yeah, the stupidest trap song I would be. Making biscuits for the projects. Niggas that know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be doing. I'll be making messed up dope boy songs about the reality of messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, getting a whole brick, and bricks cost anywhere back in the days $20,000 to $40,000 now. You know what I'm saying? Now they cost.
You talking to somebody that don't know shit about drugs?
I know, but I'm just saying. The comedy side is that they don't know. It's like somebody, you know, you paid $20,000-$40,000 for one, and then you bring that nigga back $40. So you was bad at math, and you be like, it's all there.
First, I'm the first to tell you, I hate it, man. Especially when they start putting the numbers and the letters together, I was done.
That's why I would say gangster comedy. Like, you would see that type of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga put the cocaine in the oven. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you're supposed to cook it on top of the stove.
No,
so this nigga that made cocaine biscuits.
You know what?
That type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's only something that y'all would know, because I don't know nothing about that.
I'm not a dope boy or nothing. I gave
you just know the lingo.
Turn my life over to God. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I am out the way. I am no longer in them streets. You got nothing to worry about. I don't take them phone calls. I don't know nobody who do nothing. I'm good. I'm blessed. Amen.
You know what? All right, so our last little segment is our game, SingADoo. Over the quarantine, me and my homeboy DJ All-Star created a game called SingADoo. It's a musical game. All you're doing is singing the melody of the song that's listed on the card, but you can only use the word do.
Do.
All right, so I'm going to do a couple of them, and then I'm going to let you do some.
That sounds like some hood games we had back in the days. Mama do.
You got to turn into a real game. All right, so what category do you want to do? You want to do hip-hop, R&B, greatest hits, Billboard hits, country and rock?
Hip-hop, R&B.
All right, cool. You ready?
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Kandid Boys Podcast, Season 6. Make sure y'all check that out. Y'all go tune in, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Tidal, all that. We everywhere. You never there, but you should get there.
All right. Do. It's
a game show.
Do.
That's your music?
Then you supposed to guess what song it is.
Oh. I don't know the artist, but my daughter sang that.
That is not it. You singing dub. So you have no idea.
Say it again. I don't know
I'm
what you're
drive. All right. Let me try a different way. Maybe you can catch it.
Are you trying to do what's the dude from Philly with the one eye? What he wear glasses? So
the answer is you don't know.
France Music Soul Child.
No, it's "Hold On" by In Vogue. Hold on to your love.
I did. You should have sung it.
You can't. You can only use the word "do." That's what make it hard.
Doo-doo. Oh, I was like, why the hell is this? I'm hearing other shit, because like when I heard music, I heard those.
Right. You making up your own stuff.
No, I heard it like that.
So you making tracks over here, and I'm
if
trying
you
to
heard
do
Friends, we could be just friends by Music Soul Child.
No, I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, that's what I was hearing. So, but I forgot you could only use do. So let's go.
All right.
I'm stumped.
I ain't gonna do that one because I know you're gonna never get that one. All right. Do 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 do.
Alicia Keys, baby.
You got this artist name.
That's when she married Swiss, right? You don't know my name.
There you go. All
Alicia
right.
Keys featuring Mos Def. I like that video.
All right. Next one. Do 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 do.
Give me money. Kanye West and Ray Charles.
There you go, Gold Digger.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna let you do some.
What you want me to do?
Yeah, you got to do them, and then I'm gonna
guess.
guess.
What if you don't guess them?
Then you go to the next one, and I lost the point.
All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Push it.
Yeah, there you go. Woo.
You ain't even doing it. You
I said do dun dun and whatever. This is my favorite song right here.
But can you do it?
Dun dun dun.
You ain't doing it. You got to do it.
You got to say do. Damn, I got to do this with all do. Do.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Yeah,
that's my shit. That nigga, I've been singing that since I was 3.
That shit is crazy. Yeah, but never mind. I won't leave that. I'll hold that one in. Tina was strong in her videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She like a lot of them chicks that be down there in Midtown.
You know what?
All right, that's neither here nor there. All right, Okay, okay, there you go. Dun 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 dun. Woo 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 woo.
You ain't doing it, but I know it is. Never gonna get it.
Yeah, I gotta say do.
And that is how you play SingADoo. If you are interested, you can order it at SingADoo.com. And please let everybody know how they can follow you.
Fun, though.
Find out about your podcast and all that good stuff that you got going on.
I like this. Oh, Kanye Boys Podcast, the new hottest podcast in the city. You might want to go check that out. Kanye Boys, we talk the best shit. This season we got a lot of superstars on there, a lot of great people. You should tune in, and I'll give a quick shameless shout. Moke Williams, Major Height, Corey Zuman, Miller, the whole squad funny, a bunch of team of funny stand-up girls on there. You know what I'm saying? Fredo Davis, Rhonda Don, we on there as usual, you know what I'm saying? Can't leave us out. Kanye Boys Podcast is something to see, season 6. And also, shout out to my manager, Irv, man. If we go ahead and cut the check, we're going to get us a podcast deal. I don't care, we got to start with local TV. Let's get the production going, and I'll bring you on as a guest.
Hey, I was pulling up anyway, even without the invite.
Kanye Boys Podcast. We drink when we think, but when we think, we thinking.
All right, we will see you next time.
All right now. Thank you. That was a great interview. I feel like I'm really going places after this, you know?
Kandid Kisses TV is sponsored by SingADoo. Did you do it today? SingADoo. SingADoo.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it like this? Can you do it real quick?
Pew! Go get it! Go get it! Pick a card up. Pick your genre. Can you do it right? You're gonna wanna, bruh. It's first to 21. We'll get the job done. So grab your friends and fam, cause it's a lot of fun. Some do it with some class, but make it real fast. Test time is kinda tricky. Can you do it in 6 weeks? Get your copy today at SingADoo.com. Make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And tune in every Monday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you feel it in your heart, go ahead and donate. No dollar amount is too small. Kandid Kisses TV, baby. Not your typical interview, y'all. Wait, I can't forget. If you haven't already, check out artistperiod.com. Kandid Kisses TV has merchandise. Check us out on artistperiod.com. ARTISTPERIOD. Period.